Snow, the boy the sun tried to burn but could not destroy. He was born at dawn, when the sun had not yet decided whether to be kind or cruel. The rooster had barely crowed when his first cry broke the silence, thin, trembling, innocent. The midwife froze. His skin was pale, like milk spilled on dark earth. His hair was white, softer than cotton. His eyes fluttered violently, already begging the light to be gentle. The room went quiet. When his father was called, he took one look and stepped back as if struck. "This is not my child," he said coldly. "My blood does not create such a thing." Those words fell heavier than any curse. His mother clutched the baby to her chest, her tears soaking the cloth wrapped around him. She named him Snow, not only because of his color, but because snow survives storms, endures cold, and still blankets the world in quiet beauty. From that moment, Snow belonged only to his mother. A house that refused to see him. Snow grew up in a home where his name was spoken softly, if at all. His father never beat him, never shouted, never insulted him loudly. He simply acted as though Snow did not exist. When Snow approached, his father turned away. When Snow spoke, silence answered. When Snow needed protection, none came. "Go inside," his father often said. "The sun is not for you." Snow learned early that rejection does not always come with violence. Sometimes it comes wrapped in calm words and empty eyes. In the village, children feared Snow. Some said he was cursed. Others said touching him would bring sickness. But there was one girl who did not move away. Her name was Sky. She was small, bright-eyed, with laughter that carried far. The first time she saw Snow hiding under a tree while others played, she sat beside him without asking. "Why are you hiding?" she asked. "The sun hurts me," Snow said. She tore a piece of cloth from her headscarf and held it above him. "Then we share the shade." From that day, Sky became his constant shadow. When children laughed at Snow, Sky stood in front of him. When they whispered, she spoke louder. When they touched his skin to see if the whiteness would fade, Sky slapped their hands away. "He is not a thing," she said. "He is a person." For the first time in his life, Snow felt seen. Pain multiplied, love divided. 4 more children were born, healthy, celebrated, embraced. Each birth came with feasts and joy. Snow clapped softly from the corner, smiling even when his chest hurt. Food was shared. Love was not. School fees were paid with resentment. Clothes were bought last. Praise was given to everyone else. "You eat because your mother insists," his father once said. Do not forget that. At night, Snow sat beside his mother while she rubbed ointment onto his burned skin. Sky often came too, sitting quietly holding his hand. "Why doesn't Baba love me?" Snow asked once. His mother looked away. Sky squeezed his hand tighter. "Maybe he is afraid," Sky whispered. And afraid people hurt others. Learning in the shadows. School was no refuge. Children mocked his eyes. Teachers forgot he needed shade. The sun punished him daily. So Snow learned differently. While others played, Snow read. While others relied on help, Snow relied on discipline. While others dreamed casually, Snow planned carefully. Sky sat beside him every day, reading aloud when his eyes burned too much. "You will be great," she told him often. "They just don't know it yet." One day, Snow failed a test. His teacher sent a note home. His father laughed when he read it. "Do not dream too high," he said. "People like you survive by mercy, not success." That night, Snow did not cry. He made a decision. If rejection is already my life, then fear has no power over me. As they grew older, life pulled them apart. Snow left the village to continue his studies. No celebration followed him. Only his mother's tears and Sky standing silently, fighting her own. "Don't disappear," she said. "I won't," Snow replied. "I promise." Distance stretched. Letters became rare, but neither forgot. Standing in the light. In the city, Snow was noticed. One afternoon, a photographer stopped him. "You are rare," he said. "Your face tells a story." modeling forced Snow into the very light he had feared all his life. At first, the sun still burned. Then he learned to face it. Runways replaced dusty paths. Cameras replaced stairs. His difference became power. Snow became a voice, not just a face. He spoke about albinism, about rejection, about surviving invisibility. And the world listened. When success could no longer be ignored. As years passed, the truth became impossible to hide. Snow was no longer just successful. He was the most accomplished of all his father's children. While his siblings waited for opportunities, Snow created them. While they complained about life, Snow mastered it. While they relied on their father's name, Snow built his own. His face appeared on billboards. His voice echoed through conferences. His work crossed borders. The same relatives who once whispered now spoke his name with pride. He is the one who made it. He is the successful one. The albino son is the strongest. Returning home. Years later, Snow returned home. Confident, accomplished, whole. Sky recognized him instantly. Not because he was famous, but because he was still the boy who shared shade. They married quietly. No loud promises. Just deep understanding. Together, they built schools. They funded protection for children with albinism. They created shade where the sun once destroyed. Then sickness struck. His father collapsed one evening. His body finally tired from years of hardness and pride. Hospital bills arrived, heavy, unforgiving. The house filled with fear. The children argued. Some disappeared. Others said, "We don't have money." Phones rang unanswered. It was Snow, the rejected one, who walked into the hospital quietly. He paid the bills. He spoke to the doctors. He stayed through the nights. Sky sat beside him, holding his hand. "Why are you doing this?" she asked gently. Snow looked at his father lying helpless in the bed. "Because I survived," he said. "And survival taught me compassion." One night, weak and trembling, his father opened his eyes. He looked at Snow for a long time. Not as a mistake, not as a curse, but as a son. "I thought the sun would destroy you," the old man whispered. "But it made you strong." Tears fell late but real. "I rejected the one child who would carry me when I fell." Snow did not boast. He did not accuse. "I only wanted to be seen." He replied softly. The moral the sun could not burn. Snow did not become great because he was loved. He became great despite being unloved. The child rejected from birth became the pillar of the family. The one pushed aside became the one who saved them. The one hidden from the sun became the brightest light. And his life stood as a living truth. Sometimes the child a parent rejects becomes the proof of everything they were wrong about. Snow endured, because even when the world tries to burn you, greatness can still rise from the cold.